So here's kind of how I operate and what I do for specials. Data driven. Everything I do is data driven. We're going to talk about that in the last episode of this. All the data I pull. I'm actually going to show you guys the reports that I run through Huddle, how I use Huddle, the data that gives me, how I put that in my scouting report. So while you can overanalyze data and paralysis by analysis, right? If you don't do it, I think you're making a critical mistake in how you prepare on Friday night. It's really important. You need to know what you do well. You need to know what you do poorly. And you need to know what your opposite number, your special teams, your opponent's special teams coordinator, what he does well and what he does poorly. I have to have that information before I come out on Friday night to play a game. I'm not just going to roll the balls out. That's just how I am. And if you guys watch this last episode, I always say this too. You guys are going to think I'm a kook. You guys are going to think I am a complete wacko in the amount of time that I spend doing data work. Coach, of special teams, man, it's only 15% of the plays in the game. Yeah, it is. It is. But if we win that 15%, that's going to make it awful tough on you for the other 85% against our offense and our defense. So I'm going to talk about goals here in a second. We set really aggressive goals. Some of them we don't meet very often. A couple of them we've never met, but it helps our kids understand the standard that we're supposed to be held to. My second thing, I am a huge stickler for penalties. You do not commit penalties for me on special teams. If you do, you don't play, I'll find somebody else. Again, you see our objectives there. It's from the philosophy statement. Give our defense as long of a field as possible. Give our offense as short of a field as possible. If you clip somebody on a kick return and we start a drive at the 7-yard line, you've hosed us. If you commit a roughing the punter penalty when they punt from their own 40 and give them another first down and 15 yards, and then if we're lucky, we get them to punt again, you've cost us a ton of field position. You can't do those things. We cannot hit those two goals if you commit a ton of penalties. It's important. So that's how I do things. Again, in your program, it may be different. And I'm not saying this is the right way to do it. You need to find what the right way is for you. But I would encourage you to kind of have these overall thoughts about what you want your program and your special teams to be.